Slings coming at you. So what I'm going to do today is paint this wall. I've been promising that for a while. And I'm going to show you how easy this is. This is a blank template, and I've shown this before. It's real thin and really lightweight and easy to work with. And this comes from the 1/18th universe. I'm going to link his channel below. And you guys can go over there and get your own. It's a really good deal, and it's a great prop to have. And the reason I'm showing you me painting it is because I want to show you just how easy it really is. So there's a couple prep things I'm going to do, and I got the masking tape here. I'm just going to tape off the windows and the door, and then I will get started. Okay, so I got it all taped up, and I was going to paint the entire thing by hand. I mean, it wouldn't take very long. I got a sponge, and I was just going to sponge it. But I was just looking through my stuff, and I got this here. And it's a primer, so it's like a rusty metal. I think this will be a good first base. So I'm going to try to use this. I'm just going to try in one spot, see if I like it. If not, I could always paint over it. So yeah. I mean, I'll try it right here in front of you guys, I guess. Set the camera. And I'm just going to give it a spray. Okay. And I really like the way that looks, so I am going to use that. I like how it's getting into the cracks there like that. I'm not sure if I want to put those gray or not. So I know for sure I'm going to paint this gray and the windowsills. But I kind of like that like that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use it. I also have this red, but I think this is too bright. And this is like, this is for doing locates and stuff. And I get this from my gym. Also, real quick, I just want to bring up, if you're spray painting something, let's see if I can get this on. I see a lot of people use spray paint and stuff like that, and it's just so thick and it's running down and it looks crappy. You got to hold the project that you're painting away from you, or put it down somewhere, and you just got to spray real light. Real light. You don't want to coat the thing like crazy in just one shot, because that's how you get the drip marks and everything else. And so I hold it and I just put on gloves and do it. And a can of this spray paint, I'm not sure how much it costs because I get it from work, but it's not very expensive. And this is an easy way to paint this. But I am going to hand paint it. This first coat's dry. I am going to use this, I think, but I'm going to use it really lightly. You'll see. Just going to take it further away and just barely hit it. Let the paint come to the wall. I got my arm a little bit there. That's pretty good. Now, if you get right here, it's kind of too much, just take an old rag and pat it while the paint's still wet. And it kind of will rub it off a little bit. Gotta pat it a little bit harder. I gotta put it down and do it. Okay, I think that's coming along pretty good. Masking tape's holding up. And of course I'm doing this outside. You need a lot of ventilation if you're using spray paint. So I was going to dry brush it black, or maybe another brown or something, but I'm finding this is a lot easier. I'm just taking a wet rag, and just, the paint's still wet a little bit, so, I mean, it dried for a little while, about 15 minutes, but it's still a little wet, so I'm just taking a wet rag and just going over it real light, and it's kind of making a dry brush effect. See how the black's coming back through? And then I took off a lot more up here to make it look more like a window, and here, there, and here on the ledge, but these I'm still going to paint like a grayish color. I think that's coming out real nice. Once I get the masking tape off, it'll look better too. Okay, a little bit more drying, then paint the ledges. So originally I was going to paint it all by hand, and I was going to use a roller. I was going to roll out the paint, and then I was going to use a sponge to go over the next layer. But I think the spray paint method works good. And you know, the dry brush or the wiping off, so you get a different texture. You'll see it better in a better light. I'm in my makeshift lab here. It's in the bathroom, so the lighting in here is not the greatest. But now all I got is just a really cheap paint, acrylic paint. And I'll just put a little bit in a cap because I'm lazy. I don't have a mixing cup right now. You should always mix your paints in a different cup or in a, you know, never just take it right out of the bottle. But I'm lazy and it's really cheap paint, so I don't really care. And I'm putting this on real light. You don't want to put it on too thick. Almost want to dry brush it on there, just so you get some texture from either the black you left underneath it or the paint you put on top, like the reds. So that's it. A couple things I probably would have changed would be either I would have left it all black how it was when it first came and then dry brushed the red over it, or I would have spray painted it white first and then dry brushed the red. But the great thing about these is that you could change it anytime you want. Right now I'm just leaving it because I don't feel like doing it again at this moment. But eventually I probably will, because I don't like it all red like that. What I did is I dry brushed some of the gray that I used here for the sills, the window sills and the door sills and stuff. I dry brushed it, and then I dry brushed a little black because I was using the black for the window sill anyways. And the bottom there. So it brought it out a little bit more, but it's too red. There's too much red going through the whole thing. I need something for the mortar. I need it to be like a gray or a white, so I'll probably change it one day, but for right now it works. And here it is side by side with the one I got from 1/18th Universe complete. So you can see how his mortar is like yellow, and then he dry brushed the bricks red. And he did kind of the same thing as I did with the gray. I like them different colors though, because it looks like it's a cityscape, you know. Each building has its own unique flavor to it, so I like that. But, and then I just got some size comparison. I got Doc Ock there with a helpless girl, and I'm about to set up a scene right now. I'll probably use it in the beginning of this video, or I might use it for one of the many contests that are running. Who's got a contest? I know Tenacious Rick's got a contest going. The Ninth Wonders contest I think ends today or tomorrow, depending on when this video goes up. Bill Maru's about to have one. The 1/18th Universe is actually having one also. So big up to all those guys. Anybody else that's running a contest right now, you know, feel free to link your video down below, or you know, leave it in the comments, and I'll try to add an adaptation to it. And I will be entering all you guys' contests. You know, like I said, this is going to be my last contest season, and I like to show support for everybody. So I will be getting in. Big congrats to everybody that hit milestones and everything like that. And I think that's it for this. So I'm going to get working on the scene. And I got one other thing I want to show you. Now, these videos that I'm going to be having, that I'm going to be putting out now, they might be longer than what they used to be, just because I'm going to be putting them out less. So I'm going to have more content in each video. You know, it might be spanning over a couple weeks worth of stuff. So, you know, these are probably going to be longer. You know, the title will be longer because there'll be more stuff and all that. And real quick before I leave this too, I just want to show you, now you can add, you know, your own props. Like here I'm going to put up a fence, and then I put another building in there, you know, put this, put some boxes, you know, a fire hydrant, you know, so add some flavor to it, make it really look like a scene. And these buildings are very easy to put together. The 18th Wonder cut it off for me. 18th Wonder. God, I'm mixing up people's names now. The 18th Universe cut off the sides for me, but I'm going to keep that one on so I can attach them together with just some tape. I cut off the bottom of it though. See, because around it was like the molding going all the way around. But yeah, I'm real happy with the way that came out. I love these props. I'm most likely going to get more. At least one more, because I want to make it like a square, you know, like the inside of a building and stuff, but, or an inside of like a walkway or something. But yeah, really happy with these. Next thing I want to talk about is the battle show is back, and I'm really excited for this. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now. I've been waiting for Beastman to drop his video, which he just did. I just finished watching. And this year he's doing teams. So he picked two captains, myself and JD Meg. and we got to go out and recruit 4 artists to put on our team. Now, Beastman told me about this a while back, so I already knew this was coming. And as soon as he told me, I mean, this was even when the tournament was still going, he told me about this. As soon as he told me, I already knew the 4 guys I wanted to take on my team. Well, I knew 3 of them for sure, and I was unsure if I was going to get 3 guys or 4 guys, but so I already knew who I was going after. So, and I picked them for certain reasons. Now, I don't want anybody getting mad that I didn't pick them or anything like that, but the 4 guys I took was Configure, Mindless Spot Tube, Fernandotron, and Witch Wands. Yeah, that's an ill lineup. Yeah, we're going to destroy. You know I got mad love for you, JD, but we're going to wipe the floor with you guys, you know? I mean, whoever you bring. I mean, I kind of look at it like Avengers vs. X-Men, you know? I mean, both strong teams, but you already know who's coming out on top. But I ain't getting into that whole thing. Anyways. So I went after those 4 guys because they each got their own style, their own flavor. And I just had to, you know, I wrote them all. They all confirmed yes already. So now we're just waiting to see who JD took. There's plenty of other artists out there that are great. I mean, you got like Charles Dukes, just won attorney, the D-Man, Shirokin to the Balls, Poopy Head Allen. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But, and of course, you still got Boog and JR out there. And, you know, I wanted to ask both of those guys also. But, and this is, you know, no offense to anybody or anything like that, but I feel like JD or JR and Boog are like 2 of the most popular A.C.B.A. artists. You know, they got a lot of subs. They do a lot for the community. You know, so their names out there. I didn't want my team to be like a popularity contest. I wanted it to be, you know, displayers, artists, and not saying that the guys that I picked aren't popular, because they all are. I mean, they're big parts of the community and all that, but you know, Boog and JR are just like a step above most of us, you know. And again, I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything like that, but you know, I could have went out and got, you know, asked like JR and Boog and Shartimus and, you know, Sean Long, I don't know, or a Solid Snake in my pants, and I think it would have been more of like a popularity thing. So I don't know. I'm not saying JD don't go after those guys. I'm just saying that's why I didn't. And the guys I did go after, I totally respect as artists, and you know, I don't know. I don't want to get into too much stuff, but anyways, so I'm real excited for this. Big thanks to the KingBeastman for picking me as a captain this year. The video stopped now, but there's a trophy in there, and that's what the team captain would win, is that trophy. And yeah, I want that thing. So and to all my teammates, if we do win, I got a little something for each one of you too, just from me. I'm not going to talk too much about that either, but you know, so bring it. You know, let's take JD down. What up? Got to give a big thanks to my boy Ryan Riot. Hooked me up with this NBA Jam machine, arcade machine. This thing is so sick. It's actually an alarm clock. And the screensaver comes off. Well, I can't get it off right now, but and then he gave me another one you could put in there, so you could change the screen, which is so cool. And then you know, he's got the graphics on all the side and everything. And I love this game when I was a kid, so I used to play this thing like all the time. This thing is so badass. And you know, the only thing he asked for in return was that I hook him up with some drinks at the con, so you know I'm gonna do that anyway. So so big thanks, man. Here's like a little size comparison. I got Hellboy standing next to it. Let me get a legend real quick. Here we go. I'll get Professor X playing the game. So you can see the size comparison is perfect for legends. It's just so sick. Big thanks, Riot. Man, this is what the community is about right here. You just hooked me up. So I picked up this Hellboy figure about a week ago. I got it off the find.com, and then it took me to another site, and I forgot the name of the site I even got it from. I think Puzzles or something. I don't know. $12 shipped, or 13, $12.99. I mean, this thing is an awesome figure, especially for that price. I'm actually trying to get another one just because I want to keep one in the package, but this thing comes with interchangeable hands. Here's the other hand. It's got his gun, which goes in the holster really well. The articulation is pretty good on him. Kind of reminds me of like Red Hulk. But the head goes up and down just a little bit. Ball jointed shoulders. Single elbow. Then he's got the hinge wrist that go back and forth, and it turns, and of course it comes out to change it. Then he's got the ab crunch, which goes really far back and goes forward pretty nice. He's got a rotation, ball jointed hips, a swivel at the hips, single jointed knee. There's a swivel here at the calf. The foot goes back and forth. The toes go up and down. I mean, this thing is awesome. The tail is articulated in 2 spots, or actually 3, because it moves here, here, and here. So this thing, even this one, has the hinge on it. Really cool, man. I think this is a really dope figure. It's hard to stand. You got to use the tail to help him stand. And this is from the animated line. But you can still get him in some pretty good poses. I mean, even with the tail. See, I got his foot up there, and I mean, so he's posable. And I like the gun. Gun's got a little detail to it, but real nice figure. And I picked him up too because, you know, there's a boycott going on with Hasbro right now that Shartimus started, and I'm totally supporting that. Just think it's wrong what happened to a bunch of guys. I haven't really talked about that before, but you know, Dave Vonner, which is a really cool guy, and there's a petition going around, you know, and it's got nothing to do, Dave never asked for it or anything like that, but you know, you guys really need to get over there and sign that and show some support to a guy that's done a lot for our community. And I know plenty of other people have already talked about it and all that, so I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I will link the petition below so you guys can get over and sign it. But yeah, so that's another reason that made me pick up this figure, is because the boycott's going on, so a non-Hasbro figure, so I picked them up. And then I grabbed some of the Marvel Zombies, you know, they're Toy Biz, so they're from the box set. Very cool. But it started with, I got this guy for 25 cents at a garage sale, and I already started customizing him. I mean, I ripped off the hair. Here it is here. The hair, I took it, just ripped it off. The jacket I took off. I just took off one of his arms and it came off real easy. So what I'm going to end up doing is, I've got a bunch more of these on the way now. I already got some here. Got like 4 more here. I'm going to customize the hell out of these things. I mean, I'm just going to rip them up. I got a Dremel. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below if that's a video you're interested in seeing, me just ripping these things apart. I mean, I'm going to, you know, tear up their jaw, give them teeth. I'm going to, you know, make their ribs show more. I'm going to tear up the pants more, the feet, everything. Everything about them. The arms, put skeleton arms on it or something. You know, of course, paint them. You know, put some blood on them and stuff like that. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a video like that. I wasn't planning on making one, but it might be something cool, you know, and I'll do it like as a trial and error thing. But you know, I don't mind messing up a couple of these. I mean, I got this one, like I said, for 25 cents, and the other ones I got for like 99 cents, and it was $6 shipping, so I got them for $7, and I think I got all 4 of these for like $10 shipped, and each one of them was 99 cents, so, from the China seller. So yeah, and I got more coming, so I'm gonna just rip them to shreds. Talking a little bit more about it. So I planned on doing one of them today and just getting started. So here I got the Dremel, I got a bunch of tools in there, a knife, you know, and of course I got my paints to paint them and stuff like that. I might even take some of the hot glue and like drip it from some of their, I don't know, like the mouth and the arm, make it look like there's goo hanging off of them. I mean, I'm just gonna go crazy with these things. So yeah, anyways, just let me know if you guys are interested in seeing it. And that is it for me. I don't know when I'll be back. I probably will have a video out next week, display video for one of the contests. Not sure if I will or not, but and you guys can always catch me over on the Facebook page, you know, all the groups I've listed before. And that's it. Alright guys, peace.
crispy.